On the trail of the other Saint Francis in Italy, deep south, a new sculpture appeared in a square in the town of Pola, Calabria in April last year. It's not anything with legs, it's a many times life-size throat in grey stone, all fins, bulgy eyes, and port. The unusual monument was erected to commemorate a miracle performed by the town's patron Saint Francis. He was actually made a saint in 1519, but COVID delayed the celebration for the 4000th anniversary of his canonization. This San Francisco followed in the spiritual and for a time literal footsteps of his better known processed Francis of Assisi, but laid up the defense for the natural world and become one of the first recorded virgins. The truth was called Antonelia, and the saint would stop daily by her pool in the monastery to feed her crumbs. She grew so tame it was easy for a hungry monk to catch her and slap her in a hot pan. Yet barely was she cooked before the saint intervened to stop the illicit superdracy, the brother glutton, and bring his fish friend back to life. On another occasion, a pet lamb, Marshmallow, was similarly revived and had been reduced to a few charred bones by renowned workmen. Enthusiastic anniversary celebration took place in Pola in early May, with crowd processing through the town and to the sea. There were pictures of the saint hanging from almost every house. This seemed strange given that barely a quarter of Italians are practicing Catholics, but as I was to learn, affection for Francis of Paula is more about local tradition than poetry. In this spirit, to trekking enthusiasts saw an opportunity to bring the saint and the glorious wooded hills of northern celebrate Calabria of a wider audience by promoting hikes on paths he would have trod. By April, by April, Alessandro Mantonia and engineers and work guide and architect Vincenzo Astrino had put the final touches to trail, both finishing in Pola with waymarking and milestones showing scenes from Francis' life. The recruited historian Angelina Marcelli to shift legend about descent from verifiable history. The I Camino de San Francisco de Paula website has GPS download listening for loadings and restaurants and public transport details with the consort barely set on the market stones. The trio gave me a previous and last month saw the inauguration of a third route 84 miles 135 kilometers in six states from Pola to Corigliano, Rasono, or Calabria, Ilonia coast, linking three monasteries founded by Francis. The first route for 30 miles in three stages from a Roman town of San Marco Argentino south to Polo. Francis' middle-aged parents had prayed to the Assis sent for a baby, promising that if their prayers were answered, the child would be called Francesco and would spend a year in a Franciscan monastery. He duly did this in San Marco at the age of 12. His parents collected him after a year, and this route followed the path they would have walked back to Polo. For modern for modern day pilgrim with boats, walking poles are begging transfer if they wish of the trail, demanding but rewarding, starting with views across Secretary Valley toward the peaks of Sila National Park, then cross a race toward the Tremesian Sea. It even goes marked Carzeto but usually called Cunha.